Chosen one, listen closely, for this is no ordinary message. I am not here by accident, and you are not reading this by chance. Heaven has sent me with a divine order, and I have only 2 minutes to reach your heart before decisions are sealed without your voice in the room. Right now, behind closed doors, a secret meeting is taking place. They have gathered not to celebrate your progress, but to conspire against it. They are whispering your name not in honor, but in removal. What you earned through prayer, through tears, through perseverance, they now plot to take away. But even as they plan in shadows, God has already moved in the light. Archangel Michael has been dispatched, standing guard beside you, holding the scroll of destiny with your name written in fire. Heaven speaks louder than the schemes of men. While their words echo within walls, the voice of the Almighty is thundering over you now. Warn my child before it is too late. I come not to bring fear, but to awaken your spirit. If you dismiss this moment, you may also miss the divine protection being stretched like a shield around your name and future. This is not a game. This is not a passing thought. This is a holy interruption. 2 minutes of obedience now can shift the course of years ahead. Understand this. You are not here because of weakness, but because of strength. You are not marked for erasure, but for elevation. And though the enemy plots in silence, heaven has already declared in glory. Open your heart, open your eyes. The message begins now. Now, as you step forward into this divine truth, if this resonates, you can write 777 as an act of agreement in faith, or simply remain here and receive. Don't rush away. Stay with me until the end, because we will close with a powerful prayer, one that will speak directly into your spirit today. Stay with me. This moment is holy. Let the weight of his peace rest on you now. Chosen one, I must reveal what heaven has shown me. Even now, while you are reading these words, there is a conversation unfolding in places you cannot see. It is not a conversation of encouragement. It is a plot of removal. They are not celebrating your progress. They are searching for ways to halt it. Behind doors that you were never invited to enter, your name has been marked, not for honor, but for erasure. They are writing in red ink what God has already written in eternal gold, and they believe their signatures can outweigh his decree. I need you to understand the gravity of this hour. This is not casual opposition. This is not ordinary jealousy. It is organized. It is deliberate. It is designed to strip you of what was birthed through prayer, faith, and fire. Yet, even as they scheme, the Lord has dispatched his messenger. Michael, the Archangel of War, is standing watch. He has seen the scrolls they are drafting in secret. He has heard their whispers in the night, and now he holds in his hand another scroll, one etched with your name in divine light, sealed in heaven's authority. Do not mistake this silence around you as abandonment. It is not absence, it is alignment. Heaven allows certain plots to rise only so they can be exposed. God has not permitted this meeting to destroy you, but to reveal the hearts of those who sit at the table. For there is one among them who is already restless, one who cannot silence the weight of conviction pressing on their soul. That one will become the key that shifts the entire scheme in your favor. But here is what you must do now. Be still. Do not react. Do not confront. Do not allow fear to rush you into action. Your silence will become the very weapon that heaven wields on your behalf. Remember, Christ himself stood in silence before his accusers, and that silence shook the foundations of history. Your stillness is not weakness, it is strategy. Your restraint is not surrender, it is warfare. So hold your ground. Let them meet, let them whisper, let them circle your name on their paper, because the ink of man cannot erase what has already been written by the hand of God. Their meeting will not end in your removal, it will end in your revealing. Chosen one, now you must see the deeper truth. You are not under attack because of weakness, you are under attack because of your strength. If you were ordinary, they would not gather. If you carried no light, they would not conspire. But the light within you threatens their darkness, and the purity of your heart exposes what they try to conceal. This is why you have been singled out, not for failure, but for favor, not for shame, but for destiny. From the beginning, heaven marked you. Long before they knew your name, God had already written it in his book. Long before you entered the room, he had already assigned you a seat at his table. Do you not remember the words of Jeremiah 1-5? Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. That scripture is not just history, it is your present reality. You are set apart. You are chosen. That is why resistance rises against you. Every time you gave when you had nothing left, the enemy trembled. Every time you kept quiet while your heart was breaking, the darkness shook. Every time you smiled through pain, heaven recorded it, and hell reacted with fear. This is the rhythm of your life. Your silent endurance has become a roar in the spiritual realm. They do not plot against you because you are small. They plot because you are mighty. Do not let their whispers confuse you. They may say your voice does not matter, but why then do they gather in secret to silence it? They may say your influence is fading, yet they circle your name on their papers in red. Hypocrisy betrays them, for what they fear most is what they claim does not exist. And what they fear is you, the light, the truth, the calling you carry. Chosen one, let this sink into your spirit. You are not defined by their votes, their words, or their meetings. You are defined by the eternal decree of God. Their plots may echo in shadows, but God's voice shakes the heavens and the earth. They may seek to bury you, but God has already chosen to plant you, and what is planted by God cannot be uprooted by man. So walk with holy confidence. You are targeted because you are powerful. You are opposed because you are ordained. You are resisted because you are destined to rise. Hold on to this truth. Your enemies are not proof of your weakness, they are evidence of your worth. Chosen one, now let me draw the line clearly so that you see the difference between their schemes and God's decree. On one side are human hands scribbling in secret, circling your name in red, convinced they can decide your future. On the other side is the eternal hand of heaven, engraving your destiny in gold, sealed long before their meeting ever began. What they write is temporary. What God has written is eternal. They believe that if they gather enough voices against you, they can undo what has been promised to you. They believe that by excluding you from their room, they can erase your influence. But they have underestimated the one who was already present in that room before they closed the door. Every word they whisper has already been overheard by heaven. Every motion they make in darkness is already exposed by light. This is the contrast. They meet in shadows, but heaven speaks in thunder. They conspire in silence, but heaven responds with power. They draft papers of removal, but heaven holds scrolls of promotion. Their votes cannot cancel his verdict. Their rejection cannot override his election. Their plans may rise quickly, but his decree stands forever. Do not be deceived by appearances. The meeting may look official, the signatures may appear strong, the faces may seem united, but underneath their papers is fear, and behind their unity is fragility. They are not in control. They are grasping for control. They are not strong. They are desperate. And while they lean on temporary authority, heaven operates with eternal sovereignty. Chosen one, understand this with certainty. They do not decide your worth. They reveal it. The very fact that they gather against you is proof that your destiny threatens them. The very energy they waste on plotting against you is evidence that you are rising higher than they imagined. Their attempt to erase you will only become the stage where God reveals you. So stand in this truth. Their words may bruise, but they cannot bind. Their plans may be delayed, but they cannot be destroyed. Their votes may echo, but they cannot erase. You were not written in their books. You were inscribed in heaven's story. That is the contrast. That is the decree. And that decree cannot be overturned. Chosen one, hear me clearly. Your greatest weapon in this hour is not your argument, not your defense, not your explanation. It is your silence. Do not react. Do not rush. Do not confront. Every instinct in you will want to stand up, to speak, to shout, to prove yourself. But heaven is asking you to stand still, because silence in the hands of God is not weakness. It is a strategy. When you refuse to answer the accusations of those who conspire against you, you are not surrendering, you are positioning. Silence disarms the enemy, for it denies them the reaction they crave. They long to see you stumble, to hear you defend yourself, to watch you drain your energy in their arena. But your silence shifts the battleground. You refuse to fight where they set the rules. You let heaven fight for you. Remember this: when Christ himself stood before his accusers, he did not raise his voice in desperation. Matthew 27-14 records, but he gave him no answer, not even to a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. His silence shook the court. His restraint revealed divine authority. The same Spirit rests upon you now. Chosen one, every time you hold your tongue, you are declaring in the Spirit, "This battle is not mine, it belongs to God." Every time you resist the urge to explain, you are allowing heaven to reveal the truth at the appointed time. Every moment you remain still while they whisper, angels are moving, shifting, and preparing your vindication. Understand this paradox. Silence on earth becomes thunder in heaven. Your lack of reaction becomes the stage for God's action. Your restraint becomes the trigger for heaven's release. While they speak against you, heaven speaks for you. While they plan in their rooms, God is preparing his announcement. So do not fear being misunderstood. Do not fear being misrepresented. Let them talk. Let them write. Let them gather. For every word spoken against you will soon be overturned by the voice of the Almighty. Every plan they set in motion will crumble when heaven steps forward. Let peace be your posture, let patience be your armor, and let silence be your weapon. You are not ignoring the battle. You are elevating it to a realm they cannot touch. And in that realm, victory is already written. Stand still, be silent, and watch as heaven speaks louder than you ever could. Chosen one, now let me declare the holy paradox. What they planned as your downfall will become the very foundation of your rising. They think they are removing you, but God is elevating you. They think they are closing the door. But in truth, heaven is swinging open a door far greater, wider, stronger than they ever imagined. Their ending is not the end at all. It is the stage for your new beginning. This is the mystery of the divine reversal. Human eyes see loss, but heaven sees positioning. Human lips whisper defeat, but heaven proclaims victory. Human hands may try to push you out, but God's hand is already pulling you higher. They believe they are burying you, but in reality, they are planting you in soil designed for growth. They are digging what they think is a grave, but heaven has declared it to be a garden. Chosen one, take these words deep into your spirit. You are not being erased, you are being revealed. You are not being diminished, you are being displayed. You are not being forgotten, you are being favored. Do not let the noise of their actions confuse you. Every motion they make against you is secretly setting the stage for your promotion. Every attempt to silence your voice will only amplify the voice of heaven speaking on your behalf. Listen closely. You are not being erased. You are not being buried. You are not being stolen from. You are stepping into a reversal so complete that even your enemies will be left speechless. Their plans to strip you will become God's plans to clothe you. Their schemes to lower you will become God's opportunity to lift you. Their whispers of removal will transform into testimonies of your survival. This is the rhythm of divine justice. What was meant to harm you is turned into a harvest for you. What was meant to break you is transformed into the very platform that builds you. And what they thought would mark the end of your story is only the beginning of a chapter written by heaven's hand. So, chosen one, do not despair. Do not weep as though you have been abandoned. You are in the middle of a reversal so holy, so precise, that nothing and no one will be able to deny it. Stand firm, breathe deep, and lift your head high. Because the tables are turning, the atmosphere is shifting, and the outcome is already decided in your favor. Chosen one, let me show you a secret that heaven has revealed. In the midst of the circle that gathered against you, in the very group that whispered your name with the intention to erase it, there is one who cannot rest. One among them carries a trembling in their spirit. They sit with the others, they nod at the plans, they hear the words spoken in secret, yet something within them is unsettled. They cannot silence the memory of your kindness. They cannot forget your loyalty. They cannot erase the truth of who you are. And this inner struggle is no accident. It is the hand of God moving within their conscience. This person has been chosen as a witness, not by the group, but by heaven. They are the key hidden inside the lock. They are the crack in the wall that allows light to slip through. While the rest conspire in unity, this one feels the sharp edge of conviction. They may not speak yet, they may not rise yet, but within their silence, heaven is stirring. Their unease is the seed of your reversal. God often breaks the strongest chains by shaking the smallest links. The whole structure looks secure, but one trembling link makes it ready to collapse. This is how heaven operates. One heart, stirred by truth, becomes the hinge on which the entire door swings. One conscience, awakened in secret, becomes the instrument of divine justice. Do not look for validation from the crowd. Do not wait for the group to turn in your favor. It will not be the multitude that shifts the outcome. It will be the one who cannot sleep, the one who feels the weight of guilt, the one who remembers your faithfulness when everyone else chose betrayal. And in the right moment, that person will become the witness heaven uses to dismantle the conspiracy. Chosen one, this is why you must remain calm. If you act too quickly, you risk closing the very door heaven is preparing to open. If you confront too loudly, you risk silencing the one who is about to speak on your behalf. So hold steady. Trust the process. The link is already shaking. The chain is already weakening. The voice of truth is already rising. Do not doubt this. The witness is coming. They will not arrive with fanfare, but with confirmation. They will not shout, but their very presence will testify. And when they step forward, everything that was planned against you will begin to unravel. What the enemy meant to use as a weapon will crumble because heaven chose one heart to break an entire scheme. Chosen one. Now I must speak to you about what heaven has placed in the hands of Michael. The Archangel does not come empty. He is not standing beside you only as a guard. He is holding a scroll, sealed by heaven, radiant with fire, etched with your name in light. This is not a common scroll. It does not contain the stories of many, but the assignment of one. It is precise, it is personal, it is holy, and yet the scroll is not open. Do you understand the weight of this? It exists, it is real, it bears your name, but it remains sealed. Why? Because heaven is not careless with destiny. Before the scroll is unrolled, before the words of your calling are released into the earth, there must be a testing, not a test of knowledge, but a test of spirit, not a test of ability, but of faith. You must pass through silence, through patience, through unseen nights where your name is spoken in shadows and you do not answer. Only then does the seal break. Michael waits. He is ready, but he is not rushing. His hand grips the scroll tightly, as though protecting it from every scheme that dares to rise against you. The enemy cannot steal it. The accusers cannot touch it. It is held in heavenly custody. The only key that can release what is inside is your obedience, your choice to trust when you do not see, your willingness to remain still when you want to act, your decision to believe that God's timing is better than your own. One scroll, one name, one mission. That is the decree. It cannot be transferred. It cannot be reassigned. What is written for you cannot be given to another. This is why the enemy is restless, why meetings are called in secret, why voices rise against you, because they know that once the scroll is opened, your assignment will shake everything around you. Do not despise this waiting. Do not curse this silence. It is not abandonment, it is preparation. Heaven is measuring your heart, not to disqualify you, but to refine you. And when the moment comes, when Michael unseals what has been hidden, the release will not only silence your enemies, it will redefine your entire path. Hold this truth with reverence. There is a scroll in heaven with your name etched in light. One scroll, one name, one mission, and no hand but God's can open it. Chosen one, now comes the promise that heaven has been waiting to declare. This is not only about protection, it is about restoration. You have endured nights of silence, moments of betrayal, and whispers that tried to strip you of your worth. But heaven has kept record of every tear, every prayer, every sacrifice you made when no one was watching. None of it has been wasted. Every hidden seed of faith you planted in the dark is about to bloom into a harvest of justice. Restoration does not mean returning to what you had before. Restoration means multiplication. What was taken will be returned in greater measure. What was denied will be replaced with something higher. What was closed will become a doorway so wide that those who try to shut it will stand powerless, forced to watch as you walk through. They thought to erase your name from their list, but heaven has engraved it on a throne. They thought to strip your influence, but heaven is amplifying your voice. They thought to silence your future, but heaven is preparing your unveiling. This is the holy reversal of justice. The very plots against you are being transformed into proof of your elevation. Chosen one, understand this principle. Heaven does not simply protect, it vindicates. It not only defends, it displays. God is not content with you surviving the attack. He will turn the attack into evidence of his favor. Those who whispered behind closed doors will witness your public rising. Those who marked your name in red will watch it shine in gold. Those who predicted your downfall will be forced to admit that heaven's decree outweighs every human plan. Do not shrink back. Do not question your worth. The restoration ahead is not fragile. It is unshakable. You will not only regain what was lost, you will gain what was promised. And in this, divine justice will be visible. It will not be hidden. It will not be silent. It will roar like thunder. Chosen one, prepare your spirit. Restoration is not just coming, it has already begun. Justice is not delayed. It is unfolding even now. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but you can feel it stirring in your soul. That unease is not fear. It is the vibration of heaven shifting in your favor. Lift your head, straighten your shoulders. Walk as one already restored, already vindicated, already favored. Because the decree has been signed, the seal has been broken, and the announcement has been made. You are not erased, you are exalted. You are not defeated, you are delivered. You are not forgotten, you are favored. And the justice of heaven will prove it before all. Chosen one, what you are walking into now is not merely survival, it is a rebirth. Heaven is not returning you to what you were, it is transforming you into who you were, always meant to become. This moment is more than deliverance, it is transition. The fire you walked through was not designed to consume you, but to refine you. The silence you endured was not emptiness, but preparation. Every delay, every rejection, every lonely night was shaping you into a vessel fit for a greater assignment. Do not look back and long for the season you lost. Do not crave the comfort of what was familiar. That season has ended, because it could no longer hold the weight of your calling. You are stepping into a dimension that does not resemble the past. This is a new chapter, a new atmosphere, a new anointing, and it carries a clarity you did not have before. Rebirth means the old identity is gone. The scars remain, but they no longer define you. The memories remain, but they no longer imprison you. You have shed the skin of rejection, fear, and doubt, and you are clothed now in confidence, peace, and holy strength. Where once you questioned your place, now you will walk with certainty. Where once you battled confusion, now you will speak with authority. Chosen one, transition is rarely comfortable. It feels like standing between two worlds, the one that is fading and the one that has not yet fully appeared. But this discomfort is the sign that you are crossing over. Heaven is birthing something through you that could never be formed in ease. Pain was the midwife, silence was the womb, but glory is the child now being delivered. Do not resist the change. Do not cling to what is crumbling. Let it go, for it cannot carry you forward. The people who left, the opportunities that closed, the voices that turned against you, they were part of the old chapter, not the new one. They cannot follow you where heaven is taking you, and that is not loss, it is protection. This rebirth will be visible. It will not only be felt in your spirit, it will be seen in your life. Doors will open that once mocked you. Relationships will form that honor your soul. Paths will clear where walls once stood. You will walk lighter, speak bolder, and live freer. And those who knew you before will notice the difference. They will not understand it, but they will not be able to deny it. You are not returning to the person you were. You are stepping into the person heaven destined you to be. This is your rebirth. This is your crossing. This is the hour where the old has passed and the new has come alive in you. Chosen one, the time is drawing near when what was whispered against you in secret will be answered openly in the light. This is not merely restoration in private, it is vindication in public. Heaven is not satisfied with you simply surviving the conspiracy. Heaven intends to display you, to place you where no one can deny that you were chosen, covered, and carried by the hand of God. Those who spoke against you will be forced to watch as you are lifted. Not because you sought revenge, not because you fought them on their terms, but because heaven has chosen to honor you in the very presence of your accusers. They thought to close the door, but you will walk through a greater one. They thought to erase your influence, but they will witness your platform expand. They thought to silence your voice, but your words will ring louder than ever before. Public vindication is not about pride. It is not about proving yourself to people. It is about heaven revealing its verdict. When the tables turn, it will be clear that your worth was never defined by their votes, their papers, or their meetings. It was defined by a decree written long before they even knew your name. What heaven announces cannot be denied by man. Chosen one, the honor that is coming will be undeniable. It will not look like the shallow applause of men, it will look like divine recognition. A peace will rest on you that silences every doubt. A strength will clothe you that makes your enemies tremble. Wisdom will flow from you that they cannot explain. They will ask, how did this happen? How did the plan fail? Why did everything collapse when it came to removing them? And the answer will not be found in politics, in strategy, or in influence. The answer will be found only in heaven's intervention. You see, honor is not something you grasp. It is something bestowed. And when heaven bestows it, no one can strip it away. This honor is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is a crown set upon your life, and it shines brightest in the very places where they tried to bury you. Chosen one, prepare your spirit for this moment. It will come suddenly, like a shift in the atmosphere. One day, they will speak of your removal. The next, they will witness your rise. One moment, they will gather against you. The next, they will scatter, unable to explain why the plan fell apart. And through it all, you will walk in quiet confidence, knowing that heaven has spoken. You are not erased, you are exalted. You are not diminished, you are displayed. You are not silenced, you are celebrated. This is your vindication. This is your honor. And it will not be hidden. It will be seen by all. Chosen one, we have walked through the warning, the revelation, the silence, the reversal, the scroll, the rebirth, and the vindication. Now we come to the holy conclusion. This is not the end of a speech. It is the sealing of a decree. And we will close not with human words, but with a prayer that touches the throne of heaven and speaks directly into your spirit. Take a breath. Still your heart. Let the weight of this moment rest upon you. You are standing under an open heaven, and Michael still holds the scroll in his hand. The ink of man has no power here. Only the fire of God writes your destiny. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, I lift up your chosen one before you now. They have endured whispers, shadows, and the sting of betrayal, but you have preserved them through every test. I ask that you cover them in this moment with a shield of divine peace that no weapon can penetrate. Let every fiery dart of accusation fall harmless to the ground. Lord, I decree strength where there has been weakness. I decree clarity where there has been confusion. I decree joy where there has been sorrow. I decree provision where there has been a lack. And I declare that their name written in heaven's scroll is untouchable, unerasable, and unstoppable. Father, where the enemy has tried to remove them, raise them higher. Where doors have been closed, open greater doors that no one can shut. Where voices have conspired, silence them with your thunder. Where shame was spoken, replace it with honor. I pray now for endurance. Let them walk with holy patience. Let them embrace the silence that becomes their greatest weapon. Let them stand still long enough for you to fight on their behalf. Let their restraint confuse the enemy, and let their peace declare victory before the battle is even finished. Father, Send Michael and the hosts of heaven to guard every step. Protect the scroll that bears their name. And when the time is right, let it be opened before the nations, declaring the mission, the calling, and the destiny that belongs to them alone. I release over them the decree of divine reversal. Every plot is broken. Every chain is shattered. Every curse is cancelled. They will not be erased. They will not be buried. They will not be stolen from. They will rise. They will shine, and they will stand as living proof that heaven's hand rests upon them. And now, Lord, I seal this prayer with honor, vindication, and restoration. Let peace settle over their spirit, even now. Let them feel the weight of your presence, the warmth of your love, the certainty of your promise. Chosen one, receive this not as a suggestion, but as a decree. You are favored, you are restored, you are exalted. And nothing, no meeting, no whisper, no weapon can change what heaven has already declared. In the name of the living God, it is done. Amen.